The hum of the fluorescent lights was the only sound that night, a steady, monotonous buzz that usually faded into the background, but tonight it felt like it was drilling into my skull. I was on the late shift in the ER, the graveyard shift, as we called it. The clock on the wall read 3:17 a.m. That strange liminal hour when the world outside is dead asleep and the hospital feels like a ship lost at sea. My task was simple: file the new patient charts from the evening rush. It was tedious, mindless work, the kind that lets your thoughts drift. I pulled the first chart from the stack, a man admitted for chest pains. I flipped it open to the patient information sheet, name, date of birth, insurance, and the photo. It was just a blank white square. Strange. Probably a printer error, I thought, shrugging it off. I set it aside and grabbed the next one. A child with a high fever. I opened the file. Same thing. A featureless white void where her smiling face should have been. A cold prickle danced up my spine. Coincidence? Maybe the camera on the intake computer was busted. I reached for the third chart, my hand hesitating for a fraction of a second. My heart started a low, heavy drumbeat against my ribs. This one was for an elderly woman who had a fall. I slowly, deliberately opened the manila folder. My breath hitched in my throat. Blank. Another one. One by one, I went through the entire stack. 10 charts, 20, 30. Every single one had a blank, faceless photo. It was impossible. A cold sweat beaded on my forehead. The hum of the lights seemed to get louder, more oppressive. The silence of the empty ER pressed in on me, thick and heavy. I was staring at the last file, my mind racing, trying to find a logical explanation, when the air behind me suddenly grew cold. I froze. The fine hairs on my arms stood on end. I could feel a presence, a weight in the space just over my shoulder. It was a suffocating feeling, like the air itself was being squeezed out of the room. Then a voice, a dry, raspy whisper that felt like it slithered directly into my ear. A sound like dead leaves skittering across pavement. It said, "Fill it in for me." Thanks for listening to my story tonight. If you have a chill running down your spine like I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from the dark. Stay safe out there, and don't forget to check over your shoulder.